I'm starting to wonder if these like Me Too destructions of lives are like the celebrity death thing. You know how they kind of come in threes? Well, we've got a second one after the big Russell Brand debacle that's going on, and of course the lynching that's going on with him without any evidence. The same thing's happening to Tim Ballard, the guy who was fictionalized into the Sound of Freedom. Of course, the whole Sound of Freedom deal was about anti-child sex trafficking and of course protecting children, and somebody who actually selflessly gave him his life and really dedicated himself to preserving and protecting children, even going into very, very dangerous situations to do so. But because he's kind of a conservative, because he supports Donald Trump, the media has to destroy him. And they've been trying to destroy the Sound of Freedom movie because it's been such a success. Hollywood doesn't want you to know that they've got these pedophile rings going on. They want to sweep it under the rug as much as possible because this is the degenerate lifestyle of Hollywood. So they'll try to destroy the credibility of anybody on the other side because of that. And that's what we're seeing with both Russell Brand and Tim Ballard here. So here it is. Tim Ballard's departure from Operation Underground Railroad followed sexual misconduct investigation. Now, this is all from Vice. And of course, Vice talks about sources familiar with the situation, who are, of course, anonymous. So who knows what that means? And this whole piece is littered with fake news terms just like this, where they just go after somebody, they make allegations, and they don't give anything concrete on this level. Now, it seems like Ballard resigned himself, which you never do, by the way. You just you don't ever resign, and I hate that they do this. A lot of honorable people go into these situations and they go, you know what? I'm just going to, for the integrity of the organization, resign so it takes the heat off of them so they can do their work. You never do that because it just creates the scandal. And what it tells these people is, ha, he resigned, so he's guilty. And they press harder to try to destroy you every single time. It never helps anything. That's like cardinal rule number one. You do not back down. They make them pull the trigger, because once they're the aggressors, they look a lot worse than you ever would. And of course, this is only going to hurt the organization of R because of what's happening right here. Now, what they talk about is there's situations where Ballard went undercover, and there were some women, I guess, who pretended to be his wife, and he actually took that to a like very realistic sort of deal. It's like a James Bond in real life kind of situation. Now, whether he was doing it just to get his rocks off or not, I don't know. I don't know if even things went as far as they say here, because it's just anonymous sources and they don't say anything. There's no evidence presented. There's no trial. There's nothing going on. It's just people trying to destroy this man. And it is politically motivated. And we know that it's politically motivated because of what's going on. But these situations did require that. They required people pretending to be in certain situations. We saw the movie where he had to pretend to be a medic and going to these rebel-controlled territories in Colombia. Very scary stuff. So there must have been situations where there had to be a pretend husband and wife situation. I mean, you've seen enough James Bond movies to figure that sort of thing out. And of course, it had to be convincing, because if something looked amiss, these are like hardened killer, pedophile ring drug dealer criminals who are absolutely just, they're not going to fret for a second to pull a trigger and kill somebody. So you have to be convincing. So who knows what the actual situation was there? And that's the main crux of the situation. Who knows what the actual situation was there? And a man is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty in this country, but it's not how it works with the mainstream media. And that this comes from Vice News of all places is really the part where I think this is really fake news. If you look up this article writer, Anna Merlin, she has article after article after article trying to demean and diminish and destroy the Sound of Freedom movie. It's like it's her entire mission in life, because I don't know, maybe she wants to defend these creeps out there in Hollywood who are trying to propagate this kind of thing that R and Tim Ballard have been fighting this entire time. Seems like the left really loves their pedos at this point, don't they? Very creepy stuff, and I hate the cancel culture stuff. We'll be monitoring this, and I hope that, of course, Tim Ballard didn't do anything wrong here, and we hope that everything will come out and the truth will prevail eventually. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.